It's really interesting, Chuck. We at Kanakuk, I became very interested in how do godly kids, what do their parents do to raise godly kids?
Yeah, it's a great question.
And so I started doing surveys with all the camp families, and I did several thousand surveys with multiple questions.
Right.
But there was a single thread that kind of was woven through this, and I might have shared it with it years ago. This principle, but I found three major qualities in parents that had raised godly kids.
What were they?
It ran through the survey.
I feel like taking my pen out and writing them down.
Well, somebody wanted me to write a book about it one time, and I guess until you're ready to write my foreword, I won't write the book. But
having written a few books, I encourage you not to write a book. Just live it.
Again, I'm too ADD, and I'm probably not qualified.
You are.
But it was the principle of L period, E period, D period. Kids need to be led. And I did thousands of parenting seminars in churches all over the United States over a period of 10 years. And during my talk, it may be exactly on this subject, but it was all about parenting. All the seminars were about parenting. And I drew this out of the qualities that I saw were consistent with parents raising godly kids.
So when you were with kids that had the goods, I mean, there are obviously some who were leaders. I've been at that camp, and I've seen some of those leaders. The gal that wins Princess, I mean, she's earned that. But she didn't just happen to stumble into it. Somewhere before Kanakuk, or whatever camp they go to, mom and dad are building into that life.
That's right. And so the LED is this. I ask everybody to raise their hand. They can you tell me what the L is? And everybody raises their hand. They go, love.
Yeah.
Okay, I say, well, what's the second? What's the E? And they go, encouragement. I go, all right, good. And what's the D? Discipline. I go, well, you got it right, but you got it all wrong. Because there's a precedent word for each one of those that changes the whole LED, and it is this. You must have unconditional love, L. You must be a relentless encourager, the E. And you must give your children consistent discipline. Yeah. Because if you're out of balance in those three things, you raise disadvantaged emotional and spiritual children.
Out of balance kids.
That's right, because you've got to have all three of those.
Right.
When they can see that your love is unconditional, even though they've made a mistake, that you still love them, and you still hug them and you cry with them, and that they have a bad game or they fall down during cheerleading practice or they fall on the field playing in the band, you just encourage them. Hey, man, I thought you were great tonight. I fell down. So what? So what? We all fall down, And then the discipline. If they know what your principles are that you're leading by, and then it becomes consistent.